Inside Story Uganda. Real source of politics.
I've been watching meetings. Even last night I watched a meeting of city people. I agree with them. There is a high demand for human organs.
Yes.
Why? Because we have failed to create and spare parts for humans.
For humans.
Kakati, the issue is that how can you die with a good liver when there are people who
abajetaga?
But how come? It depends on the level of understanding. Nti mugama advanced countries, even Margaret Thatcher donated her eyes to wemba mfudde mukakolechi.
Mugajenga mwewe mugawa.
Era kati mu Europe, omuntu eyafudde bakwata amaaso ge ne balaba gwe yasembye y'okulaba. Mu murders. That's how technology has gone.
Okay.
Naye nalabye omusajja yagambye munne abalimba talina technology atukwata ago majini ge.
Toyina byuma.
Good. Ne mwenda bwe yabagamba. Mwenda busomi nizika.
Baga toyina byuma.
Sina byuma namagi. Okay. Nekyo si kibimbi ne ekitufu mbakwata. Kakati let me tell you. If you want to legalize, these people I know them. They can hire me to write a paper for them on how to legalize this human party wound. The way it should be operated. My Canadian friend, Eliageda Nairobi, yabalekera $1,10,000 to talk to me. Tebachikola bazi. Nebale taka kabanda. Kankubire simu kabanda nalingi ede kuta.
Kabanda chono MP.
Kabanda lani ite from me nalingi kulaba mu meeting ngo olimba.
Kabanda chono.
Amanyi. Nalingi ede bana nalingi kola kajenka. Bentu enjazi. Kabanda I was going to kill you. Because I was watching you in a meeting and deceiving these people. And you know me, you can talk to me.
Kabanda no ombaka wa parliament.
Nabawe simu. Yomuntu gwe bayina okolagana naye.
Okolagana naye.
Yes, because the professor told them, you not manage that man. The professor of psychology. Atuyambye nnyo ne Uncle Sam, the one they call Uncle Sam, to harmonize the situation. Otherwise, Uganda would have been in a very bad situation. Naye abakola ebintu ebambawulizemu. Kakati, professor yabagamba nti have examined this man. Unless you talk to him, he will destroy you. He's not an ordinary person. Nebachi. Nakalema. Haja genda jongo ntwaleyo. Mu state house yanwanyisa asigadde muogo.
Anyo.
Ate agenda mu July, ate agenda kusala enfudu nnya. Yes, enda kusala enfudu nnya.
Ogenda kusala enfudu nnya.
Enfudu nnya ng'afudu.
Ozirina.
Enfudu nnya nzirina. Eteje bayita kurubya najisa.
Njala nsoke nzira beko.
Bayita kabusenga najisa.
Ngalo nazisalo solo kompita. Njala nzira beko.
Eteje bayita nakalema najisa ladda. Eteje bayita waliwe yakulira olutalo naye emboke zimukubiddwa ttaka butaka. Kakati professor yabagamba. Pakistani was involved in when akuba one.
Organic case.
Amulan. Yabaga nti ya anti simu ye. Bamubulira ne bamugamba chairman yagendayo namutwali abava mwayisidi ne kabagamba no this is the best telephone set in now that this man hear what I'm saying no there is African with this technology ako kamulan ne kaba wasente banonye ne bazimba waliwo eyewoga ennyo waliwo eyewoga ayagala president's ambitions ajja kunteeka mwanda wezenga olugozi can you force Mirundi into your camp? The person ategeera Mirundi muhoozi
muhoozi yakutegeera
nali njogeddeko naye
togenze Jinja.
I've never talked to him.
Dero bali muri Jinja togenze Jinja
ate Kiganda bamuguze
Kiganda ki
akube bujingo Kiganda, all your conversation, gwe Kiganda who is married to a foreigner, Kiganda wakuba mukazi wa mukuboti. Kiganda, all I'm going to turn your barese meeting ya bakasi. Kiganda, Bishop Kiganda, tell us the theological college you went through. You on my radar. Kiganda you on money. I'm not a coward. Babu jingo kuba tambo. Omukazi wa mukuboti. andi nkubulira
ku nsonga ya Bitature katuddukako
kakati okiraba ini Mulago there is a case
ini Mubende
omukazi omusajja yafudde ne bamugamba nti wa pressure muvubuka amanyu bagajjeemu amaaso tayina amagumba bagakubye kujjamu obusomi
ini Mubende there is a case
destroyers
Mubende waliyo case omukyala agenda kuzaala agenda okudda engulu tayina liver
put a discipline make a community mumpese this Canadian friend of mine I watch him praising me the Canadian man told them he's high intelligent you cannot defeat him the man has a cause to fight him the last meeting yabadde kweno hotel yenene
totojogera hotel tojogera
full house the only person I didn't see was Muhozi
yabaddeyo
bagambye omusajja tani use money surrender my money unconditionally how can I yes even land, you cannot buy land when you don't see it. You will never talk to me. Why? I know what you call talking. I will retain the tapes, the recordings. I will retain my machines. Technology wange temuja mupata.
Okay.
Surrender my man unwilling and unconditional. And I can help these people. Kakati ochirapa. Nti bakebedde omulambo gw'omwana. Amannyo tegalimu. Amaaso tegalimu. Emulago. This happened in Mulago. Amagumba bagakubye bagajjemu kati how can you going to regulate you have a good cause why should somebody die with it but me I can help you abasajja bankubidde mu America
okay
ne banga fe tuli ba medical doctors muganda wafe bamutidde mu bagoba omusajja ne mbagamba nti balwanira mogi ye Mulago the idiots people salongo kena kwogera ne nyumba ye bajjajjoji Salongo speed control. Omusajja ne mugoba. You suck the man. Temwina kye mumuwadde. You are going to find the resistance. Even slavery, slave trade, people resisted. They resisted. Today people will go willingly into slavery after selling their band.
Yes, yes.
Regulate the Walaji drinkers. Emandule, this local buru, and Uganda Walaji. If we want to regulate your market, as the government wants to do, there is already law coming up. It is already gazetted. You first find these idiots who are killing people in hospitals. However much you silence the information, these people, bamugambye nti yafudde pressure ne bamusalawo ne bagamba nti omusego gwayabise bagenze okukebera in this era etali ya covid when the coffin was opened amagulu bagasiza amaaso tegaliimu amannyo tegaliimu are these idiots helping your noble cause of regulating?
No.
Even if it is done in Europe and everywhere, this first we must have stronger penalties. Separate a donor from murder. A hangerman does it officially. A prostitute sells it. Prostitute Polo is a Greek word. Who sells what is not supposed to be sold, but sells it. Professional. Football polo. The word polo comes from the Greek word, meaning somebody who sells what is not supposed to be sold.
Okay, okay.
Nawandika akatabo kange kano kumbuga. Crucified
for my wealth.
Kakati kankusomere. Bitature.
Agwenjagala oyo.
Bitature. No country would put Bitature under pressure. Except if Bitature allocated his money to clandestine activities is also government. What I know about Bitature is hotel was operated, has been accommodating meetings intended to destabilize. Bitature was dragged into the palace good. And the casualties will suffer like a man who cannot handle his wife. She preventive. Museveni has put his house in order. bakoze document of apology nebajagira nabano obwamawulire zinembwa obwamawulire bumasina bubadde bulya kwebyo kano kwabukedde tekanamanya bino byakanyomozi bikateekamu sebwa otandise okuwunya nenankinga namwe mujja kuva mu kayira jja kitwala kakati nkugamba nti what are the source of money mu nsi source ya sente to borrow money from financial institutions, World Bank and financial institutions. 2 is to make your money. 3 heritage money. 4 is our Bill Gates, is our how, is a knowledge. A sentence got to reach that money. Nti abayega bakola dda sente zaabwe neba noonya kuba abazungu bagezi nti koolo bwe yaggwawo bwe bazuula steam engine koolo yagwa bwe bazuula electricity kati bali kuki ku sola bo bamala kuzuula nti emivumba gyoba bagivaako dda bagula mpya kati mu Uganda you cannot avoid that money.
Why?
No, as long as it has not destabilized the country. Nakuwandikira nenkugamba. Is it that money? Mwabwaziza ba brain white? Mbuga mwali mumusibidde nga akasajja kabukedde kakulubya ke katranslating. The basis of their defense was in Bukedde. Baka kubebizimbi kati oyina ki kasajja gwe kulubya oyina ki kabusenga naye mponga byoya. Yes. Kakolera abavubuka b'emmenga ababbi be bateekawo ekikampuni kyabwe ekyatunda akaseti zaabwe naye ndi boogera bavubukamu bali badduse ayitira walala waliwo ne banna abeekukumi nze mbamanyi kakati nkugamba many countries have revisited the issue of what is referred to as dirty money. History talks about a British pirate, Sir Francis Drake, who depended on raiding and ransacking ships on the seas. Sir Drake went back to England with a route including 3,000 bars of gold. Surprisingly, the Queen of England knighted him and is now referred to as the Queen's pirate. Abangiriza sente bazijjawo bakalakati mu India basanga Baladinian mu Latin America nga bafa buli myezi 6. They went back and depopulated the island until they came for us. The primitive capitalism are everywhere. Cheap labor slavery nebaga nti nedda tulete colonialism kati bafugire waabwe naye nga balima ki
nenga balima pamba.
How are you going to develop with clean money?
Si kyangu
okujja kwanga zakutta abantu nti batti abantu malwaliro for organism.
That is also dirty money.
Yes, but if it is regulated, omusajja ali willing okuwaayo ensigo ye n'ogibba abusigalo n'alwala omusujja ne bamutwala n'omubbamu ensigo. Why do you want to benefit alone? One time nabaweereza message nembaga nti the problem you don't think that we also have interests.
Sente twagala sente bazagala bokka.
We have interest. Nabagamba manyinze mba wachuma nembaga nti seggwanga ejja egoba enseera neetuke wali abantu kuba n'enseera buba butono seggwanga nene ezigitta n'ogikuba ejjinja naye seggwanga neyeekubuuza nti waayi singa obadde gwe poliisi neekufutula mu loogi. Always think about others. We are not solid. Solid only makes other people feel the taste. I'm not solid. Sajja kubanikira ttaala nga mujja sajja kubafukirira mazzi. No, politics is for sharing. I left home in search of money. Nenkola emyaka gyange 14 mu State House. Bwe mwangoba mwasuula ku jirikiti. Somebody has taken 5 billion, I should go to a jirikiti salary 1 million. Who? Mirundi has never produced such an idiot.
Nze Tamale, mbadde ngina kusaba obuwumbi mu dakiika 5. Ensonga tujja kuba tugisoma bakulu wokubiri.
Yes. Ate okitegedde wano.
Kanga 5 zetulina giwumbe wumbe.
Nkugamba. Italy was devastated during the Second World War and it was not industrialized at the level of Germany and the UK. However, it's the Italian mafias that developed Italy to gain membership in the G8 club. The Italian mafias. Well, did they use World Bank?
No.
To develop Italy? Did the mafias borrow from World Bank to put Italy now among the G8?
No.
Ninkugamba. The Nigerian government takes its diplomatic muscle, especially in Africa, to protect its nationals whose wealth is threatened by host countries. The Abuja government argues that some government target Nigerian businessmen and deport them with an intention to grab their wealth. Take an example of Kenya. After the fall of Habyarimana, many Rwandese businessmen, including Kabuga, who owned a radio station in Kigali, which was accused of inciting genocide that claimed 1 million people before he fled to Kenya. Habyarimana's widow, Agasha, and businessman Kabuga were protected by the Kenyan government because they had invested there. Mobutu had a directive in Congo. Security must help a smuggler who is smuggling things into Congo. Fight those only who are getting wealth from Congo. That was Mobutu.
Okay.
President Nale Arap Moi threatened to arrest officials from the ICC if they dare went to Kenya in pursuit of genocide suspects. The main reason behind Moi's decision was because the suspects had invested heavily in Kenya. In the same vein, the eldest son of Zambian President Kamuzu Banda, Lupia Banda, Omugaga Banda, had been protected by Kenyan authorities. Banda Jr. is accused of having involved in corruption scandals during his father's presidency. Interestingly, even when Moi lost power, the new leadership in Kenya did not surrender the suspects because of the heavy investments they had made in Kenya. Dirty money, what do you call dirty money? Bwekibanga oyo Bitature teyatta bantu wano teyabba zammwe wini byennyuma yagamba nti Haji Nasa Sebagala mulungi nnyo talingagana agasuma agabbeeza wano yabba abazungu
n'aleeta wano.
This man Bitature, his problem is being cropped up in the Paris politics. Yes. Naye yifu Bitature yabafera from 2014 nabo bazirina n'abafera singa twafunayo ba Bitature 10 ne bazimba factories wano would we rely from these investors? Yes, one can say Christian, Tiwe Christian, as Museveni said, if we don't allow the Indians to return, then we're not good Christians and good Muslims. They will not come back. Yes, the real ones did not come back. What we have here about ferry. But abayindi betwina wano bafere
abakomono bafere
bategeera nti amini yababbaluli Ugandans don't want them tulina kyetuyita nabo bagezi. The Chinese who are here, Chinese, I told you, the Chinese in Zambia are conducting the same way the Chinese in Uganda. The Chinese in Tanzania, do you know there are 60 million Chinese in Angola? Batunda chapati bali mu bino byababiramu
bali mu kubataka
abali wona bababiramu ne babba buli kintu kyonna ne bali mambo abachina baleeta ekintu eyo Nyanza textile zeyinaki president yajiwa okukola gundi bazireetera bweru.
By the next Sunday,
what do they have here? Bategeera this is the country for exploitation. Tayogerwako
simanyi wa president ayine
Museveni yamuwa ettaka ayine mundu ayinaki Museveni yakumanyi you Chinese does Museveni know you? I'm going to track you.
You are coming on Sunday with that story.
You people, this is the
abantu b'emukona ombala waliwo China asumbuwa abantu atta abantu akola biki
all the Chinese
kuja ni story eyo nayenga
Nyanza textile train ekikola
mzee Tamale
spite of cotton gwetujiwa wali watekirira simanyi kyapos ate ekyo kyabasuma nnyo we give it free cotton. What do they have?
Babi China
nabagamba nti singa tuyina gundi singa ebinazi bikola singa mukwana kyajja gundi butebweru where is ebinazi butu ne kasolo bwe nayamba yekobana nabali era wafadduseeyo kasolo atemye aberi nabo bakwetegekedde kubanga nawe kasolo watunda sango bbe n'abali bagobye nze n'enkuta. Yes, mbewuunya sempijja gwe baali bagobye nga bamutwala mu gundi jjajja nga nnoonya n'ekiro ne muwala we nga nnoonya yadduka dda kakati kambabuulire somebody benefited from my deal. I fought in Nakalema. The man had been in prison for 2 years. He came to me running after his release. He sold his Migundi, Itaka, the area of Nana Museveni. A minister has bought a building for 1 billion. I'm going to export the whole deal. I want 10%. I want 10% sijja mpakulira bwerere ekiseera kakati buli eyandi anadduka you are going to pay.
Kale akaseera keko mzee yagambye ayagala sente mbebaza kuba ndi mwebadde balabi balungi nnyo nsaba mukama bere nga bange tebera Dr. Kayonza gwa ino bade obukusumbwa pressure ulcer cancer obo ino bade benna ebikusumbwa nga gulaba gati bino sukali genda libula bakaseera ja kuba nti akola ko bulungi namba esimu 0701877661 omde bana makindi mbajukiza
katongole gwe nagendera negindi ekigo katongole namugendera n'ekigo nende gabasajja b'ekigo tebana amasimu g'abatta abakazi gaganonga yino nenga katongole bakaleka amukutte amubyeko katongole bamubako loleze nnuni ne bamufuula aluminati ne bakwata katongole who could side with the katongole. He does not pick my phone. Katongole cannot pick my phone. This Gundi Rwakataka cannot pick my phone. Ono mukazi ntabazi cannot pick my phone. Nga nakutegera n'abali mu government ya mu office ya igigi abali bakusaba million ya 3.
Kale ekyokunya kyokka kiri kimu jane habotid osobola okuba nti okafuna amaduka agakwetolodde obenga owera bannamakindye mbajjukiza Kanta Pro ekikopo kitandika nga 15 ali ku mesa okukoti masha akasawa kali awo musobola okuba nga tiimu zonna zeewandisa gona walina tiimu gara kuba ofuna ebitone by'abana ndibe ebeera waawo mbutuufu ng'abaana balina ebitone genda waawo Kanta Pro ejja kubetandika nnaku zomwezi 15 omwezi ogujja ebyakuba tukikola nange ngenda kuba mbasiibula nebaza